Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to my video. At this video, I will try to explain to you about flag and flagging, a very basic explanation actually. For those of you who are still struggling with understanding what is a flag, what is a flagging, maybe I can help you a bit with this video. So everything explained by me in this video is very basic, and this is actually based on my experience, so it can be wrong absolutely. So if you found any uh, weird things during my video, and maybe something I explained to you and in a wrong way, you are always welcome to give me a comment in the comment section below, and I will be very happy to fix it up for you. Maybe I will try to make a new video in the future to revise all my whatever I try to bring you up in the video. And so on this episode, I also use JavaScript to do all the things I will demonstrate to you. Why? There's no particular reason. It's just that I feel that JavaScript may be one of the most basic programming language these days to learn programming, and I also use it daily for now because I'm currently a teacher in a bootcamp, a programming bootcamp. So we are using JavaScript because we are trying to make a we are sorry not trying we are doing a full stack JavaScript bootcamp. Yeah, so everything will be under JavaScript. So anyway, um, yeah, please kindly like this video if you find this useful and you like this video, and maybe you wish to share this video to your friends who are still trying to understand what is flag and flagging. And you're always welcome to subscribe to my channel, just in case, not just in case, maybe I will produce some more videos in the future. I will try to share my tricks and tips, maybe if any, which will always related to programming at this time, because yeah, that's what I'm doing every day. And then I will also share you all the codes I'm using in this video on my GitHub repository. You can find the URL in the description below. And also if you're not very familiar or maybe uncomfortable with English version of this video, you can find the Indonesian version of this video in the description below. All the text may be still in English, but I will explain to you in Indonesian, in bahasa Indonesia ya. Okay, so let's moving forward. So the first step, always with googling, yeah, we always told to be able to try to googling everything at first before you ask me anything. So yeah, I can give you three sources of my top three findings on Google when I try to do a Google with flag variable query, and this is what I found. And based on this three, there's a lot of website which trying to explain about this flag and flag variable and flagging, but I found these three on top of the search result, and I found it interesting. Basically all of them trying to say that we can use flag variable as a signal, and we can use this signal whether to do something, start something, and something, and it can be run almost like as it is independently run during the program run. So yeah, well, maybe that's enough for me. Let's go to the study case, shall we? So this is a very basic study case to implement a flagging, where you can have like certain amount of numbers, random numbers, and then you try to find the number 9 among those numbers, and we can use flagging. And at this time I will use a Boolean type of flag variables to try to find the number 9. Okay, what we will do is we're going to iterate each of the random number until we meet the 9. Hey, we meet the 9 here. So what we will do if we meet the 9, we will programmatically change the flag variable into something that I can say that it contains something that say that, hey, I found 9. So let's say I try to make it up to be like this, and then yeah, we will continue our iteration with this condition, with this state. We will still put the same, we will still use the last updated value on the flag variable. So I won't change anything because I found 9, and I will not going to implement anything else to make it make it back to the previous condition. And so our conclusion is we find 9 among the numbers, and those box with the arrow which trying to pointing at the number, we can say that it is a flag variable. Okay, and then let's try the second study case, which we also use a random numbers, but we don't have any 9 inside of it, among the numbers. So what will happen? So what will happen is we won't do anything with the flag variable because we never find any 9. So it will still hold the initial value until the end. And in the end, because we don't have anything that stated that we found 9, we will have this conclusion that 9 is not among the numbers. But still, that box with the arrow is a flag variable. Let's try to have a look at the code. So this is the part of the code I use for this demonstration. So this is how we will declare the random numbers. I will try to put them into array of numbers with 9 in the middle of it. Okay, and then we will declare a flag variable using a Boolean type at this study case, and we'll assign it with false. This is equivalent with declaring that we haven't find any 9 yet. Okay, and then we will use for loop to iterate the array of number and using I as the loop variable. As you can see that I put a logic there that every time if we found, not every time, I mean, yeah, you can say every time we meet 9, we will reassign is found into true. Okay, so in the end we can check whether it's find is true or not, and if it is true, we will try to print out we find 9 among the numbers. And if it didn't find any 9, then we can say that 9 is not among the numbers. Okay, here we go. See this what I execute on my terminal, and then we made it. We find 9 among the numbers with flagging technique. And then let's try study case number 2, which we don't have any 9 inside of our random numbers. The code is still the same, but the result is different. Now we don't have 9, so it will choose the second sentence. 9 is not among the numbers. Okay, so let's move forward a bit. Okay, so flagging actually is a concept, so you can use other type of variable and do flagging to it. Yeah, in other words, we can say that flagging can be implemented widely, not only by using a Boolean variable. This is very interesting actually, because let's try to use a certain case which we can use. Maybe for now we try to use a number type of a flag variable. Yeah, for example, we can use number instead of Boolean, and by updating the code a bit, we can do what we want in such fashion. Yeah, let's count how many 9 you get, and if you get 1 or more 9, then we can say that there's 9 among the random numbers. And if you get none, I'm sorry, I missed if in the middle of it, sorry, my bad. And if you get none of them, none of 9, it means that you will have the Boolean not Boolean, sorry, the number flag variable remain at the initial number. Then we can say that there's no 9 among the numbers. Oh, even better, you can also tell how many 9 you get. So let's see how we can do it in the code. Okay, so basically this is still the same representation, but now we are going to use number. we declare a counter variable and assign with 0. Actually, it should be a variable named as counter, maybe, I don't know. yeah, you can see the code over here. And then this is equivalent with declaring that we will start to count from 0. And then we will use for loop to iterate, still the same with the previous study case, but at this time, every time we meet 9, we will do an incremental action. We will increment the counter by 1. So every time we meet 9, we will count how many 9 how many 9. Not count how many 9, actually. Sorry. We do the increment and we will count how many 9 at the end of the process. So, and this is the end of the process. Let's say, hey, okay, if you found more, if you found at least 1 9, so it means that the counter will contain not 0, will be more than 0, right? And then there will be no possible, it will be impossible to have it negative, right? It will always be positive, so it will be more than 0. Even better, you can also tell me, you can also tell how many 9 we found with this code. Let's try it. Yep, we find 1 9 among the numbers. And excuse my sentence if it is kind of weird for you. Yeah, I'm not English native speaker myself, so yeah. But why don't you try the second study case yourself? That's interesting. You can pause this video and then try to type all the code. I've shown you this code, or maybe you can try to clone the repo on the description below and try the code, and try to the second study case, and let's see which sentence it will bring. It will give you. Okay, moving forward, let's try something more complex. Flagging can also be used to trigger a subprocess during a running process, and we can design it to run independently without interfere the main process. Okay, let's say that we have a product code in such format. We have the product type / production year / city of production / which quarter it is being produced. And then to get the production year, just by using a conditional statement if else, you will meet difficulties because you have to move back and forth during the process. The basic idea if you are using if else is, if I met the first slash, then I will create a new nested loop to iterate all of the character until I meet another slash, and you will do a bunch of stuff afterwards, and then you will try to produce, hey, this is the year. Yeah, but by using flagging technique, we can avoid the difficulties into something more lovable. I can say it's more lovable for me, at least. Yeah, let's take a look. So this is the code, but before we continue with the code, I would like to ask you to read the ideation or the mind map, because this is the ideation or this ideation or mind map things is what we had in mind and what I'm trying to bring up to you with this code. The solution 1, we are going to use a Boolean type of flag variable. As you can see here, when I found the first slash, I will check whether the slash found, which is our flag variable, is true. If it is true, then we will change the slash found into false, and then we're gonna break. Why? Because after the first slash, actually the first when you meet the first slash, you will the code will execute the else, the code on line 19th, and it will change the slash found into true, and then after it changed into true, it means that all the line on line 22 until 25 will be executed on the next iteration. And then you can get all the years by concatenating all the character into year. And then when you found the next slash, the code will turn the flash into false, because previously it was true, so it will now turn into false, and you're gonna have to break. Why? Because we finished, we already get the year, we just have to break. and then which will try to print out the year, and this is what you got when you try to run this code on your terminal. But maybe we can try something better. I mean, yeah, why not if we have something better? So on this on the second solution, I will try to use number type of flag variable. Again, I will try to use counter. As you can see, I'm trying to use counter, and the idea is, as is mentioned above, that to increment the counter by 1 each time we meet the slash. Then we concat everything after the first slash into the string variable. In other words, we will do the concatenation when the counter contains 1. Why 1? Because because we want to get the year, and the year exists when our counter contains 1. So later on we will try to figure out how about if we want to get the city of production and also the quarter. But let's try to get the year first. Okay, I will change the online 11. Sorry, online 11. As you can see, I'm changing the flag variable into a counter variable, which the type is automatically number, because I declare it with initiating 0 to it, and then we do the iteration, and every time we meet slash, we do the incremental to the counter variable. And what happened if we meet other character other than slash? As you can see on line 19 until 22, that if we meet another character other than slash, we will concat everything to the year, and at the end of the code you will get this if you try to run it on the terminal. And then somehow I prefer this one. If anyone's agree with me, or you wish, if you prefer the first one, the Boolean type flag variable, you are more than welcome. But for me, it's kind of I'm more to this way. I'm more to this solution. Okay, and we have a fun fact here actually, because we can change the comparison with other number to get the other part of the code. For example, if you would like to get the production type, the product type, you just have to change this number 19. You can change 1 into 0, and then if you want to get the city, you just have to change 1 into 2, and if you want to get the quarter, you just have to change 1 into 3. And if you try to change into other than those numbers mentioned, you will get nothing. The year will remain empty, because you don't hit the number. Okay, this is so far all the demo and the basic stuff about flag and flagging that I will try to share to you. The next video will contain demos on more complex situation. Maybe I will try to find a certain algorithm which maybe we can enhance the algorithm, the basic algorithm, into something more lovable using flagging. I don't know. Let's try maybe some sort of sorting algorithm or something. Let's find out later in my next video. Meanwhile, here's some exercises you can work on to strengthen your flagging knowledge. Yep. Let's try to get the XYZ from www.xyz.com, or maybe you can try to extract and get the .co.id from xyz.co.id, and maybe try to get the username from that email. Okay, happy coding, guys, and let me know if there's any of my explanation that went wrong, and maybe you disagree, and maybe you can say, hey, that is not the correct theory, I have another theory that much better or something. Feel free to write your comment in the comment section below, and maybe I will try to do something more complex on my next video on flag and flagging. Until then, see you.